We're currently working with almost 2,000 banks around the globe. And what we consistently hear from our banking partners is they're facing a number of challenges. And one is related to cost, and very often in relation to a changing regulatory environment. The other thing we hear from the transaction bankers is that the revenue per transaction is constantly going down. And this is driven by competition and by technology. The other thing is that they need to see scale. Banks want to be able to leverage their fixed cost base, so scale for them is very important. Driving market share is very, very important. So what banks are looking for in this type of environment is ways to differentiate themselves from the competition. And this is clearly where we see that we have a huge opportunity to help them do that by providing a complementary product to the products that they already offer to their existing customers. We have been in business since 1871, moving money. Over time we have developed a very, very strong brand. So there are millions of people around the globe that know and trust Western Union. So that's the most important thing we can bring to the banks. We can also bring to them our vast distribution network. You can today do Western Union transactions in more than 450,000 locations around the globe in different classes of trade. On top of that, of course, the basic capabilities, service capabilities that we offer, the infrastructure. And this enables our partners to offer to consumers the possibility to move money around the globe in minutes, safely and very conveniently. So today, we are able to support our banking partners with all the channels that they're looking for, be that at POS in their branches, be that on ATMs, on self-service kiosks, mobile or online or telephone banking. All of the channels can be supported. And what we see is that most of our banking partners are pursuing a multi-channel distribution strategy. They know that when you're dealing with a lot of consumers, different customers have different preferences, and they may also have different preferences over time. So being able to offer a product throughout the channels is really, really important. And this is an area that we are providing a full support to them. We recently were pioneering money transfer through ATMs last year, but towards the end of last year. And this is one example of how we can support the banks in their distribution to their customers. When we look at the different strategies the banks are pursuing to differentiate themselves from others and to gain market share, because that's typically a very, very important criteria for the banks, we're seeing a couple of different areas where we very naturally can help our banking partners. If we start with customer acquisition, by the fact that we have such a strong brand, we typically have very, very high brand awareness in all of the markets where we're operating. We are attracting traffic. So a bank that is interested in getting traffic into their locations, we can help them drive that by displaying the Western Union brand. And banks can then use that traffic into the locations to cross-sell to those customers their traditional banking products. So that's typically an area where we support our banks. Other banks are more interested in getting a larger share of wallet from existing customers. And here we have a lot of expertise helping our banking partners to drive that cross-sell. And so the benefit of our banking partners is that we can leverage our expertise from things that we've done with others in other markets and immediately come to our banking partners with best-in-class type of examples, how they can drive these different strategies, and they can benefit from our expertise and our experience in this area. When I meet banks, I typically would say that we are money in minutes, they are money in days. So the actual speed at which we can deliver is very, very important here. The other thing is that we are operating in over 200 countries around the globe. That's also very difficult for any individual bank to develop such a network and such a distribution capability. The other thing is that we have a slightly different approach to our distribution compared to the banks. We are typically trying to get a balanced class of trade in any country where we operate, where we work with banks, with retailers, and with postal organizations. And by doing that, we can also offer a level of convenience that banks are not able to offer. And the other fact is that having been in business for such a long time and also being a financially very strong company, money is about trust, and consumers trust us around the globe, and that is something that our banking partners can benefit from.